just wanna be her, from your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't rad it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Zebra. Go.
First down. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Cousins now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Ready? Mike's by 4. Let's go, D. Let's go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down, here's Crowell. And Crowell lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Cousins on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Good routes here. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Five. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Listen to me.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Carr going to throw. This is Crowell on the catch. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for our Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10. Check. 54. Got one.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Break the high. 180. 54, Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Mike's 54. Leave it. Bring up 48. Set the tone, defense. Hey, team 6.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. 3rd down here.
To high. 180. Left 50.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Excellent play there by P.J. Hall, creating a little bit of rubble and stuffing the run, but don't go to sleep on him in terms of being a pass rusher. Has excellent explosive tendencies to work inside. Blocked 14 kicks in his college career, so he knows how to get through the hole and get upfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50. Bravo. Coming this way.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. 32 yard 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 line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, zoom.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Now Cousins. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Cousins. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Lucky 48. General West.
Kill. Check. Shit.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And the Raiders have got him. Brandon Marshall. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Carr now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Carr. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. DeAndre Washington, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
Hey, 734.
Check nine.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Y'all playing.
Hey, wahoo. All right, that was done.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 82 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And the Raider first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And these guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, baby, they turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Two.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing is Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A give to Cook out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make us a little sudden.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Clack. Hey, Alpha.
They go play action here on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, Ken.
Let's go, Heavy.
Go.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
2nd down and goal. Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, pass incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 10th carry in the game for Carr. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, Charlie!
Throwing here, Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Tahir Whitehead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it's 3rd down.
Gun.
Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go. At their own 36-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Operating from the gun. Carr complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cousins here to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tahir Whitehead getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Cousins, that's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 55 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
One final try now for Carr. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.